Hello, Scorpio, and welcome to your Astroflower reading going from the 30th to the 6th of October, 30th of September through to the 6th of October. New format today. We're going to be bringing in the energies and the elements of the Astroflower. It will help us to sort of focus on the types of energies and also the petals that may be concerning you the most in this coming week. If you haven't seen any of the energy updates, you'll find it on our channel. We go a lot more into detail into what's going on in the sun, or the prana energy and the chi energy that's coming through the earth and coming through us as individuals, and how we can apply that in the world. So without further ado, let's just open up the Astroflower and let's just see what's going on with the sun. And this is the sun over the last week. You can see there's a lot of white stuff here. That's that sunspots which create solar flares and etc. One other thing you might want to notice is these black holes, as it were. They're called coronal holes. They may create a lot of earth energy. These white spots, they create a lot of fire and air energy. But there is also these lovely little things here, which we've talked about in the energy update. Look at that spiral there. And these little filaments here is like water energy. And the main energies that are coming through at the moment are that water and air. Now, the reason I say air, and someone asked me the question the other day, the reason I say air is because of what is happening in the general vibration of the sun. There is a lot of static electricity going on in the system at the moment, and that static electricity tends to be in the air, so it's charging the air with that electricity. So and we can see this in the what's been happening on the sun in regards to the X-ray flux, which is up here, and these shows the eruptions of the sun over the past sort of week. And you can see basically it's gradually increasing in its intensity. And I talked about this in the energy update, where I've been saying this for months now. After May and June, the activity in May and June, there's going to be a quiet period, which is going to go right through to October, which I still think so. And I still think we're going to have this sort of energy at the moment, this static electricity energy. Being a main prominent energy for the next sort of 2 weeks, really, more than anything else. It may sort of start breaking in by the end of next week, around about the 4th and the 5th of October, but mainly coming in the week after, as far as I can tell. Underneath, you can see what is called the KP index. Now, that's the magnetic field of the Earth, and you can liken it to the aura of a human being. And it sort of says when that aura or that magnetic field is under pressure from the prana or ki energy, or pneuma, whichever you wish to call it, baraka as well, energy that sort of comes through. And this is here, you can see it's all been pretty much green. There's been a few blips earlier on this week, and that was from that M flare that we saw and we talked about in the energy update. So we're going to be mainly looking for water and air combinations within your flowers. So without further ado, let's just bring up your flowers. And here it is here, the Scorpio flower in the Astroflower. And first thing you should really notice is that Scorpio is made up of water at the surface, at the top, and air at the bottom. A lot of signs, the majority of signs, there's only 4 pure signs: Libra, Virgo, Pisces, and Aries. The rest of us are made up of 2 different elements. And so Scorpio, you're made up of water and air. So there's a very sort of high degree of mental activity that goes on under the surface, that is this air at the base, and is this emotional application in the outcome, as it were, how you convert ideas into emotional reality. The thing is also that we should really look at is you do have this air coming in through here. This comes in through from Libra and it goes right through you, one of those pure signs as I was telling you about. And you do have that sort of air that comes in from Sagittarius over there. But let's look at the base, and the base is the most interesting thing, because Here you have fixed air from your good self and fixed water from Aquarius. And then you have this cardinal air coming in from Libra and cardinal air water coming in from Capricorn. And then on your financial side, it's a combination of air and earth. So I think these two petals here are the main petals that it's going to be sort of affecting. And this is about your karmic path and your interaction with the world that is around you. Once we can know that, we can have sort of like within this fixed energy, which is the combination with the world around you, it's making sure that your connections with the outside world are understood, that it's clear, that there is a clear sort of relationship with the outside world, as it were. But you have that driving force within you, which is that cardinal energy on your karmic path, that you're always going after a goal in regards to relationships. So those are the main two petals that will be interesting to look at in this coming reading. So without further ado, let's open up the Astroflower itself and bring in the messages and the reading, the tarot reading for this week here. So here's the Astroflower. Here we have your overall energies here. Let's just see what's going on with the messages. Okay. There's a lot going on the top section here of the Astroflower. And this could be this whole sort of combination between that cardinal air there and that fixed water here. In the future, it's like you're going off a direction, and as we can see, it's down here where we had the fixed air and fixed water. It seems like here is like the most energy that is within you. It's possibly that these two here are very clear for you, but in the future, it's how you convert your driving goal of what you wish to experience in the world within relationships or spiritual growth, or or in love. How do you convert that interior sensation into the comprehension, into the interaction with the people that are around you in the future? And you're driving towards that. So maybe a little bit of calculation that's sort of going on at the moment for you in that regard, of looking at the future and how you convert your desires into reality. On your financial side, here we go. We got a lot more energy at the base here than at the top. So basically, we got this air and mutable air and earth that's playing through here, and it seems like there's a direction that you're taking, but you're willing to accept deviation from the ultimate plan. I wouldn't sort of turn around and kind of sort of like, don't scupper your plans. That's not what I mean. What I mean is that you're allowing for, or you should be allowing for, sort of complications within the world that come in from the outside world more than what is coming in from you. And so I think it plays more onto this section there. Let's just pull a card now, and let's just see what's going on with that sort of section there. This is just an idea of how you can look at the Astroflower and how you can get the best out of your readings. Look at that. Your crown and glory, air sign here with an ace of swords. Yeah, I think you're going after your plan. Certainly within the your relationship side here. On that side of life, I think within you, I think you've got that driving force, sort of saying, how do I convert my the intuition that I have within me into reality? And I think you're going to be very good at this at the moment. You've got that cardinal earth that comes in underneath, and that sort of mutable fire at the top, which is very, very productive for you. And this is how you convert into in the world around you, the physical interaction with the world from the past to the future, basically. On your financial side, with this here, is yes, you've got to go after your goals, but do be, have that understanding that the world is round, but it's not smooth. Nothing is perfect, and so the outside world could be throwing you some curveballs, basically. But whatever it is, make sure you keep your ultimate goal in mind. Go after your ultimate goal of what you so desire in life. Let's just see what's going on in your karmic path here. This plays out nicely into the outside world. These two sort of petals here are very similar. They've got the water and air sort of combinations. And this is the karmic path is really giving you a direction in regards to your interaction with others that are around you. And this could be a partner. This could be family and friends and so forth. I got the solar plexus that is really sort of firing up. So there's a lot of determination within this as well. But here you have like your karmic path that is really sort of, I think it's well defined about where you're going. On the interaction with the outside world, with the universe, this plays up really goes up really quite high, and doesn't really go out. It's almost as if sort of saying, I know what I want, I'm going to wait for it to turn up and come to me, as it were, rather than I'm going to go out and grab it. It's waiting for you to come into you as it more than anything else. But the definition of what you want out of life is really important. And your past self seems to be playing into you a lot here. And it's like sort of saying, I know what I did in the past, and I know what I don't want, and I know what I want. You're coming into your autumn period as well, which you should well know. And this is about an evaluation over the past year, what you've done, what you want to continue to do, what you want to stop, or what you want to start completely new in your life. And this seems to be playing a lot in here. So there seems to be a lot of reflection going on. On the future self, in the future self, there's a lot of fire, there's a lot of passion. So obviously you got this mutable fire at the top here, which is helping you to sort of play with your passions in life in order to manifest what you want out of life. What's the lessons that should be coming out of this week here? Okay, standards. It's like saying hold true to your standards, but don't allow your standards to bury you. So basically, you've got to put your expectations there, or not your expectations, or your desires there of what you want, but don't allow sort of saying, well, it's not hitting exactly my desires, therefore I'm not going to touch it. I think this is where you've got to play a little bit with your passions more than anything else. Let's just pull a few cards and see what's going on with that. So you've got the Seven of Pentacles here. And the funny thing about the Seven of Pentacles, you've got the Six of Pentacles on one side and one pentacle that is between the legs of that person there. And this is about sort of saying what you're nurturing yourself here. You're nurturing your future, and you're realizing a lot of things. You're understanding a lot of things about how you nurture your relationships on a very physical level. And that could well be that cardinal sort of earth that comes in from Capricorn there, which allows you to give you direction to your relationships more than anything else this week. Really, really beautiful. On the connection to the universe side here, you get the Nine of Pentacles, so it's all very physical. And the other thing here is, like on this side here with the Nine of Pentacles, you get 6 pentacles on one side and 3 pentacles with the other. Basically what it's sort of saying here is, as you nurture and put forward your 6 pentacles there, put forward the best yourself and get the best example out of the world, then all of a sudden you get the 3 pentacles on the other side, which is kind of sort of saying, I'm doing the work, I expect you to do the work as well. I'm not going to accept sloppy work from people in regards to relationships and so forth. And this is where you can stay true to your standards, but don't allow them to bury you, but allow you to sort the chaff from the wheat. In your past here, you get the Knight of Cups. Yeah, I think this is the Knight of Cups here I think this is you sorting things out. I think you're getting this sort of sensation within your life this week about what's gone on in the past, and now you can adjust things so you can actually propose love or propose a sort of an engagement with the world around you according to what makes you feel good. And I think it's you who's bringing this cup to the rest of the world. I think this is you who's offering up your beautiful vibrations to someone else, and it's you deciding whether you should go into a relationship or not, or get involved with a particular person. In your future self, you get the Two of Pentacles. Look at all these pentacles. It's absolutely amazing. These Two of Pentacles. Now, you've got that cardinal earth that comes in under here. And this is helping you to sort of see how you convert your ideas, the Ace of Swords, into reality. And this is basically your future self will be, you're working out what works for you, basically. And you're not allowing, as I say, you shouldn't allow your standards to sort of bury you. But at the same time, I think they're good boundaries to be having more than anything else. And then out the top there, you get the Seven of Wands. We got 2 sevens on here, one on your karmic path and one out in your lessons of the week. And this is where 7 is the revelation number. It's revealing something to you. And what I think it's revealing is how you can offer your joyous, loving energy to the world that is around you, and how you can interact that or integrate that with someone else. But it's seeing what works before you actually put that all into practice. Okay? We will be clarifying with the Light Seers cards out afterwards to see what the influences are from the outside world. This is what's really mainly coming from you. Let's just see what's going on the financial side. This is really powerful. As I said earlier on, I think this is going to be the one that's, you know, pushing the most more than anything else as well. Here you have like it's really sort of, you're passionate about something that you want to complete, and this could be a job, a business, or a project, and it's on your karmic path. It's almost as if to sort of say, I've got to do this. On your interaction with the universe, with the world that is around you, it wants you to come out of play, but it wants you to come out of play when you're happy with the terms and the conditions that you are setting yourself. And that's what it seems to be like. The universal energies here are sort of saying, okay, Scorpio, do you know what you want? Do you know what you want? When you know what you want, tell me, we'll go and get it. That sort of thing. Okay, let's just see what's going on your past self. Your past self is blowing into this a lot. Here you get that water, that air and water on the this section here is the air, and this section here is the water. I think it plays well with you. I also think here you get the mutable energies here, and this is where I think you've got to play a little bit more, allowing things to sort of happen for you as much as you pushing the thing more than anything else. So if you're looking for a job, yeah, you want to be very clear with yourself of what sort of job you want, how you want the job and everything like that. But understand that it's a negotiation, and then you're going to have to accept the offer that is coming into you. Same thing for a business or a project or whatever you're doing. And it's getting out there and getting involved really, and allowing things to see things a little bit differently, a little bit hangman-ish sort of energy that comes off it. And in your future self, this has got a lot of passion going on as well. I think this is where it's driving on from this. It does play into this Ace of Swords as well. I think this is where you're sort of like in the future self, you're starting to get the clarification of how you apply your karmic path. What's the lessons that come out of this week here? I'm getting the world is round, but it's not smooth. I just told you earlier on. And this is where I think there's a little bit more sort of, seems to be more work on the underbelly of life that you need to do on your job or your finances. You need to be a little bit more sort of playing smart, or, understanding or listening to, other people around you that are offering you up a job or a business. Or if you're taking your business on, how do you want to develop your business? Well, it could be a case of taking advice from other people that are around you, taking on a life coach in order to do that, which I do as well for people. And if it's helps you to sort of see clearly about what direction you need to take your business, there seems to be a communication that needs to sort of happen. Don't just rely upon your own determinedness. I'll say that there. It seems a very nice way of saying it. Let's just have a look what's going on. As I said, there was a lot of fire. This is on your karmic path here, and I said there's a lot of fire. I think you're in danger, and you need to be wary about this, of trying to bite off more than you can chew in the world that is around you. So I'd be wary of that. Don't try and do too much, especially with that air energy and that consistent energy that's going on at the moment. We can often go faster than the music, and it can make life very frustrating. So just be wary of that. The universal energy that's coming into you is the Nine of Wands. Yeah, I think the universal energy is waiting for you. It's almost sort of saying, these are the healthy boundaries. It is protecting you until you realize, not to take on too much in one go. And then when it becomes very clear for you, it's going to be the universe can then help you to really go on your pathway, which is good for you. On your past self, you get the Star. Yes, I think the Star card here, I think you know what you've done in the past, or you know what you wanted in the past. You're starting to open up to the dreams and aspirations of what you wish to complete within your business or your career path. You know it's within you, but how do you get about it? How do you go about getting what you want? And this is where the negotiation or the interaction with others is really important. Here you have the in your future self, you have the the Queen of Swords. She is going after that. There is no doubt about it. And in order to do that, you have to have a certain control over your emotions within the business world, within financial worlds, so you can do things that are a bit more that are constructive more than anything else. But you're opening up the pathway which is good for you more than anything else. And look at that. Out the top, you get the King of Swords. So we got the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords that is playing into this Ace of Swords in the middle. Just look at that. What's going on there? Absolutely amazing for you, Scorpio. Some really beautiful energies. There's just one thing I'd like to show you here. On the Queen of Swords here, which you have on this side here, she's looking to one side, and the King of Swords is looking straight ahead. So I think if you want to get your plans moving forward, I think you need to understand that the world is round, but it's not smooth. It doesn't really, don't beat yourself up over anything. Have that wisdom and that judgment within you, so it can be a little bit clearer about where you're going. Let's just have a look with the Light Seers card. Let's see what's going on there. But it does look on the financial side. I think you've got the measure of the world. I really do. And there is a lot of dreams and aspirations. There's a lot of possibilities for you to be going on. It's just these two petals here that are holding you back. And it's about your karmic path, and your connection with the universe. And that's where you could be doing a little bit of umming and ahhing, sorting things out in regards to the direction that you're taking in that respect. On the relationship side, look at that. You get the Two of Swords with the overall energy that's coming in for you. I think this ties into that, about the decisions you need to make according to your relationships in your life and your love. But whatever decision, it's just a decision that you need to make. And I think you need to make this decision about how you present your love to the outside world, how you present your sort of love to the person that you want to be with. You've definitely had some really beautiful, happy readings of recent. And now that is in place, how do you take it to the next level? Next level is by being strong and true to yourself on your karmic path. This is really important. This gives you direction. This gives you real sort of ending of all doubts within your life. And because you're following your pathway, I think you're realizing it. How to engage your emotions in the world that is around you. With the Nine of Pentacles, you get the Nine of Cups. This is absolutely beautiful. Once you do start having those sort of standards and putting it out there, you're going to get a lot of energy or a lot of joyous things that comes into your life according to how you position yourself. And with the Knight of Cups, you get the Queen of Cups. Totally. I think there is a degree here where you're protecting your heart from the world, from the outside world, and yeah, when you feel very comfortable, you can allow yourself to flow, to grow, and everything like that. And I think you've been doing that in the past, and according to the decisions you're sort of making at the moment, it's taking a little bit of shine off your bubble, as it were. And once you make these decisions to move forward and actually within your relationships or your emotions and so forth, and open the door, and it could be a case of speaking to someone. Once you do, then I think it's going to be absolutely brilliant for you. Look at that. You get the Two of Pentacles with the Three of Pentacles. And as I said earlier on, the Three of Pentacles sort of saying, I've done the work. Have you done the work? And this is where I think you're seeing things that really work, and it works really well. I think there's a lot of respect in a relationship that you may have started over the past few weeks, or a relationship that you're already in, that you've taken it to the next level over the past few weeks, and you're starting to see things really work for you. And if you stick to this plan and know this pathway, and really sort of, the Seven of Wands is all about sort of revealing the strength within you to stick to the plan. And that's why you've got the strength with the Seven of Pentacles on your karmic path. And here you have the Ten of Pentacles. So there's a lot of abundance here for love. It opens up a lot of things to actually combine yourself with other people, and make you feel really part of the community, as it were. Okay, let's just see what's going on the financial side. So with the Ace of Cups, you get with the Ace of Swords, you get the Knight of Cups. You've got the Knight of Cups now twice on here. And I think this is also, you are desiring something in your career path, your business or your project. You really want it to happen. And because you want it to happen, because we want things to happen, sometimes we can try and do too much. And I think this is where your karmic path is saying to you, be wary of that. With the Ten of Wands, you get the High Priestess. And this is using your intuition. This is using your air energy to see clearly about not trying to take on too much. And I think you need to allow information, or allow other people to come in and almost not make decisions for you, but make a proposition so it can be absolutely clear for you. Look at this, you've got some really beautiful combining cards here. On the universal sort of thing, it's sort of saying, there's the healthy boundaries there that you've got in place. With the universe is sort of saying, when you're ready, Scorpio, when you're ready. Well, at the moment you're ready, this is the communication that will come through to you. It will make things very clear, give you a real focal point of where you're going. It'd be absolutely brilliant for you. With the Star card, now this is the past to the future. Our Astroflower will be coming back, don't you worry. With the past, the Star card, yes, I think you've been going for ultimate goals, but I think this is where we get the same thing with the Ten of Wands. You get the Four of Pentacles here. It's not a case of holding on too tightly. I think this is a case here where, according to the past, when we advance is because we don't try and do too much, and we concentrate our energy and our efforts into one direction rather than multitude of directions. And this is where I think you can start streamlining a lot within your life. The moment you do, your future self is going to give you enormous amounts of rewards. Yes, because you're taking a direction. Yes, because you're taking responsibility for your own future. But you're taking out the emotions in order to, and that's what the Four of Pentacles is a bit about. You're taking out the emotions so you can then concentrate on the things that are really working, that is giving you that direction without having to take on too much from the world that is around you. On the world is round, but it's not smooth advice to you. You have that wisdom, you have that inner judgment. And now it's a case here, when you have that clarity within you, you can go forward with a great passion, and you can really go forward very quickly. The only thing that is holding you back at the moment is trying to take on too much at one time in this week here. So just be wary of that you're not trying to laden your life path with too many things. The simpler you keep it, the better the results you will get. So there you go, Scorpio. I hope you like the new format. Really do appreciate all the support you give to this channel through the YouTube system. Really do appreciate that. I hope you enjoy as well the energy updates that we do on this channel. If you haven't seen them, it will be about my head at some point. Do go and see it. It gives us a deeper inner look into the energies, gets a message from the earth, the chakra sequencing, and we just understand a lot about how energy works. And when we do understand, it's easier to apply it in our life. I will see you soon. Happy eclipse for this week. We will be doing something on Sunday, maybe trying to do a live about that for the collective. I will see you soon. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.